Instructing my administration to halt funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus. Everybody knows what's going on there.
Here we go.
We've got to cut through the noise.
Trump administration recently announced that no, in fact, the American people will not be footing the $400 million a year bill that we have been funding to the World Health Organization. No, in fact, we're going to be suspending that, and we're going to open an investigation into you because you mishandled this. Who? Woohoo? What do you prefer? I don't care. I'm going to call you who. The who. You have mishandled this from the very beginning. I didn't even go on Twitter. I didn't want to see the outcry of what it's going to be. Well, it's going to be racist. It's going to be xenophobia, something. I don't even want to know. I don't care. I'm so done. I'm so done with the left politicizing everything. The bottom line is this. Because of the World Health Organization parroting the evil communist leaders in the dictatorship of China, thousands of people have unnecessarily died. Now, it's not all because of them, but you can bet that a majority of it could have been stopped, and we're going to take a look at that. Before we get into the details, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications. Hey, just get on the Noti Squad. It's not that hard. It's just like, it's what? Are you just becoming so lazy during this quarantine? You can't even lift your finger? Get on the Noti Squad. All right, let's see. Let's get more of Trump, because that's always great.
The reality is that the WHO failed to adequately obtain, vet, and share information in a timely and transparent fashion.
That's right. They definitely did. There's no doubt about this. If we take a look at the timeline, and let me know what you think about the WHO down in the comments below. Not the band, the organization that pretends they're not a puppet of China. Okay, let's look at the timeline here. What does the timeline say? Well, on December 31st of 2019, the Chinese authorities reported the coronavirus. Sound like the Tiger King. Watch out. That's a whole nother. No, I'm not going to get into it. No, I'm not. I told myself I'm really trying hard not to talk about it. I'm not going to do it. Chinese authorities reported the coronavirus to the WHO on December 31st, 2019. It took the WHO an entire month, to declare a public health emergency of international concern. Hey, if somebody reports, I'm not an expert. I'm not a health expert, but it's just an idea. If a major country reports a new coronavirus to the World Health Organization, shouldn't that already be counted as like a concern, an international concern? You're the World Health Organization. It's literally your name. But it took them an entire month after hearing about it, to finally declare international public emergency. Now, if we go deeper in to the timeline, we can actually see on January 23rd is finally It took China nearly a month. They reported on December 31st, started spreading on January 23rd. They finally locked down the city of Wuhan. Finally, and I would argue way too late. Okay, this was 2 days before the Lunar New Year. Check this out. Over 5 million people had already left the city during the Lunar New Year to travel to friends and family to celebrate the New Year. China even hosted a festival feast dinner of 40,000 people in Wuhan a few days before this. So how do you explain this? You declare to the World Health Organization we have this new virus, and then continue on like nothing happened. And there's records of China denying this and hiding the fact that they knew this was human-to-human transmission on this disease. It took them nearly 3 weeks to admit to the people, okay, we got to shut the city down. I know that a lot of you have already left to celebrate the New Year, but now we're going to take action. How does that even make any sense? It doesn't. If you haven't seen this video that I'm about to pull up, you're in for a real treat. This is journalist Yvonne Tong of Hong Kong public broadcaster, RTHK, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Bruce Aylward, the star of this video, a senior WHO official. What the interviewer is asking him is if the WHO would consider recognizing Taiwan as a country. Because like China, the World Health Organization refuses to acknowledge Taiwan's independence. They actually let China claim the numbers of coronavirus victims in Taiwan and add that onto their total package. And we'll discuss in a second why that's important. But first, let me show you the video. Here it is.
Would the WHO consider Taiwan's membership? Hello?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I couldn't hear your question.
Okay, yeah. Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one then.
Right, because I'm actually curious on talking about Taiwan as well, on Taiwan's case.
So bad. And he hangs up. Her face is priceless.
We decided to give Dr. Aylward another...
Oh, here we go. I got ahead of myself there. So she asks, would you consider recognizing Taiwan as its own member of the World Health Organization? And he does one of these. He's like, his face twitches at the thought of going against China's evil communist leaders. And here's the thing about the video. If you watch it carefully, he says, "Oh, I couldn't hear your question." Really? Because the video was pretty crisp. We saw your eye twitch for no reason. And on top of that, we can hear audio just fine. There's no skip or fuzziness at all. I bet if they enhanced the audio, they could probably hear his heartbeat skip a beat when she asks about Taiwan. Watch this again. It's so funny.
Would the WHO consider Taiwan's membership?
What a coward. You're disgusting. Did somebody sneeze in the background?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I couldn't hear your question.
Okay, yeah. Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one then.
Really, you couldn't hear the question? No, that's okay. I couldn't hear your question. Okay, I'll ask it again. No, let's move to another one. Well, why? How do you know you would want to move to another one if You didn't hear the question in the first place. I'm so confused. This is so bad. We deserve better. And what Donald Trump is saying by halting the funding is saying, hey, we deserve better for $400 million a year. And this is the treatment that the world is getting? Are you kidding me? We deserve better. But just in case that wasn't bad enough for you, the journalist actually has the gall to gall? Is that a word? What is that? Gallbladder? The journalist actually has the gallbladder to call Dr. Bruce Aylward again and ask him again. Check this out.
We decided to give Dr. Aylward another call to follow up.
Nice.
And I just want to see if you can comment a bit on how Taiwan has done so far in terms of containing the virus.
Well, we've already talked about China, and
Not
when
China,
you look across all
Taiwan.
the different areas of China, they've actually all done quite a good job.
No, they
so with that,
haven't.
I'd like to thank you very much for inviting us to participate, and good luck as you go
He sounds
forward
like a
with the battle
Muppet.
in Hong Kong.
He looks like a Muppet. What a loser. I'm sorry, what a loser. Taiwan deserves way better than this. Do you know why? Do you know why Taiwan deserves better than this? Because Taiwan, unlike China, unlike the rest of the world, they are right next to China, but they took action quickly and effectively. And you know what? There's only been 395 cases of confirmed coronavirus in the entire country. Country of 24 million people. They took action. They didn't trust what the evil dictatorship of China said. And by the way, when we say don't trust China, it's not a racist thing. It's never been a racist thing. It's not saying don't trust Chinese people. What we're saying is don't trust the evil dictatorship communist party of the government of China. Don't trust the Chinese government because they're lying. Taiwan was smart not to. They took action quickly and effectively far before China, far before anyone else. And they've only had 6 deaths. A country of 24 million people, only 6 deaths related to coronavirus. And the WHO, being the jokes that they are, said to China, "Sure, we'll let you count those stats into your country." Because what that actually ends up doing is making China's death rate go down. Because if you include a death rate of 6 people per 24 million, it makes your numbers look better. What a joke. What a joke. They deserve to be defunded. They deserve to be investigated. That's the truth. And I commend Donald Trump for not caring. Not caring about the left media that's going to tear him apart for it. He's doing the right thing. We deserve better. The world deserves better. I'll see you next time. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. You know what? You deserve a nice pat on the back. Gotta follow social distancing. There we go. Oh yeah, that's nice.